was messaging my beautiful friend, and he asked me how I was doing, and I told him overall I'm good. And I also said that I'm irritable, and um, I don't remember what else I said. I don't like to complain. I think complaining is useless. And sometimes there are things to complain about, but that doesn't mean you have to dwell on it and just complain for complaining's sake. I don't like that. I don't want to do that. But I did say that I was feeling trapped and impatient. I have this sense, this knowing that the circumstances of my life are going to change, and I know that that has to do with, I'll just say it like, with the health of my grandmother. I know the circumstances of my life are going to change sooner rather than later. And anyway, my answer was that I'm feeling impatient and trapped. Impatient for my next chapter to start, because this chapter is a challenging one. And he asked me if there was anything I could do about that feeling of impatience and being trapped. And I love that. I love questions like that. They're empowering questions instead of just, this is how it is. This suckiness is here. And that's the way it is. I love questions like that. And that's why I love counseling, by the way, is because your mind is engaged and focused toward solutions. He asked me empowering questions like, well, what can you do about it? Or is there something to do about it? And there is. And I just wanted to talk about that here. So, when I first came on here, I thought I was going to be specific with my answers, answering the question what I could do about my impatience and the sense of being trapped. But I've thought about it some more, and I'm not going to, because my situation involves other people. It involves my family and my grams, and I don't want to do that. So, what I will say is just in general that I appreciate that he asked me that, and the value in asking questions like that. Things like that deserve to be investigated, to really be considered, because the feeling of being trapped, am I trapped? Absolutely not. I'm exactly where I want to be. I'm where I need to be. I want to be with my grams. I want to be with my family right now. And there's different aspects to that sense of trappedness. There's different things that I was talking about when I said that, and part of it is yes, there's certain aspects that cannot be changed that places that would take me somewhere else. And the ones that are appropriate for me to be taking, I am making changes that will alleviate that sense of being trapped. I'm doing what I can. And and then other parts to it aren't necessary or appropriate right now because I don't want to go anywhere. And then the sense of being impatient, that's worth looking at too, because I know that in the future I'll look back on this time at the experiences I'm having with gratitude and with this sense that, with wishing that I could go back and live them again. I know that now, that this is a special time in my life. So it's not something to wish would hurry up and be over. Yes, it's hard. Yes, there's pain here. But there's so much more to it. And again, I won't get into specifics. It's too personal, but I love this. I'm such a fan of these contemplative type, like looking into your assumptions, and I don't do it enough. It's something I want to do more of, because it's that important. You cannot trust your mind. When your mind habitually is causing you to suffer, there's a problem. It's not telling you the truth. And the more you look into the things it's saying, the better off you're going to be. And I just wanted to, give a shout out to my friend for asking me those simple questions, because these small facets of my experience are small facets of my experience. There's so much more to what's going on in this chapter of my life that is beautiful and so much more to be savored. And anytime you're reminded of your ultimate freedom, all the better. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. I thought of something else I wanted to add. The fact that this was an example of how this is an example of the value in opening up to other people, to people that care about you. When you share what you're honestly feeling or thinking about with people who are safe to do so, it gives you the chance to work it out with another person. It's like with this channel too, sharing things that matter. If I hadn't said to him, if I hadn't told him those things, I probably would have looped on those to ask myself that question instead of looping around, listening to the mind saying, you know, I'm trapped, this sucks. There's something here to escape from. You know what I'm saying? This is just another example of why opening up and saying what's true for you can be of value, why it's a good thing to do. It was just something else that I thought of when I was reflecting on this. So I wanted to add that to the conversation.